Let me take you on a journey through some of the world's most mysterious and forbidden places, where adventure and danger intertwine, and curiosity meets its limits. Imagine standing at the edge of a world you'll never be allowed to enter, places so secret, sacred, or treacherous that even the most seasoned explorer must turn back. These locations are more than just no-go zones. They're wrapped in layers of intrigue, conspiracy, and peril that keep them locked away from prying eyes. Buckle up, we're diving deep into the unknown. First up, we venture into the blistering Nevada desert to the infamous Area 51. This US military base has long been the fuel for wild speculation, aliens, UFOs, you name it. Even though the government only admitted to its existence in 2013, the truth behind what goes on there is still cloaked in mystery. Is it just experimental aircraft being tested, or is something more otherworldly hidden beneath its barren surface? Try sneaking in, and you might end up arrested, or maybe even abducted by a flying saucer. Who knows? From secret alien bases, we sail across icy waters to Surtsey, a volcanic island off Iceland's coast. Born from fiery eruptions in 1963, this is one of the youngest pieces of land on the planet, untouched by human hands. Well, almost. Only a few scientists have ever been allowed here, carefully studying how life develops from scratch. Step foot on this virgin land, and you risk contaminating a pure natural experiment centuries in the making. Now, hold tight as we jet across to North Sentinel Island, deep in the Bay of Bengal. Home to the Sentinelese, one of the last truly uncontacted tribes, this island is a fortress of isolation. The Indian government has sealed it off to protect both the tribe and anyone daring enough to approach. The Sentinelese defend their world with force, spears, and arrows. Tragically, several lives have been lost trying to make contact. It's a place where time stands still, wild, untouched, and utterly off-limits. Then, there's the Vatican, but not the part you're thinking of. Tucked away behind the sacred walls are the Vatican's secret archives, holding centuries of confidential manuscripts. This is where ancient papal secrets lie, from dealings with emperors to correspondences with artists like Michelangelo. Only a select few scholars get a glimpse, and even they must submit a specific request for access. The rest of us are left to wonder, what dark and holy mysteries are hidden away in these endless stacks? Feel like a horror story. Enter Poveglia Island in Italy. Nestled in the Venetian lagoon, this island has seen death, disease, and madness. It was a quarantine zone for plague victims and later housed a mental hospital rumored to have practiced gruesome experiments. The souls of the dead are said to haunt the island, and even the bravest locals avoid it. A haunted island? Sounds like the perfect setting for a horror flick, but trust me, Poveglia's terrifying past makes it very real. From haunted lands, we slither over to Snake Island in Brazil. If you've ever had a snake phobia, this place is your worst nightmare. Ilha de Queimada Grande is home to thousands of golden lancehead vipers, one of the deadliest snakes on the planet. The Brazilian government has banned anyone from visiting, except a few brave scientists. No humans have lived here for decades, for a good reason. One wrong step, and you're lunch for the island's venomous inhabitants. Next, we turn our eyes toward one of the most mysterious places in the already secretive North Korea, Room 39. Shrouded in more secrecy than even the regime itself, this clandestine organization is believed to handle everything from counterfeiting to black market dealings, generating foreign currency for the state. No outsider knows exactly what happens behind its locked doors, but one thing is certain. You won't be getting a peek inside anytime soon. Ready to explore some of the oldest artwork on Earth? Too bad, because the Lascaux Caves in France, home to Paleolithic paintings from over 17,000 years ago, are completely sealed off to the public. Why? The mere breath of visitors was damaging the fragile artwork. Now, only a handful of scientists are allowed to enter these caves, preserving an ancient window into human history, forever out of reach for the rest of us. Then, we travel to one of the most remote and desolate places on Earth, Heard Island. Located in the far reaches of the Indian Ocean and dominated by glaciers and an active volcano, this Australian territory is an icy paradise that very few have ever seen. To protect its fragile ecosystem, the island is closed to all but a few select scientists. It's a place that remains almost entirely untouched, where nature reigns supreme. Finally, we pull back the curtain on one of the world's most exclusive gatherings, Bohemian Grove. Tucked away in the Californian redwoods, this private club hosts some of the most powerful men in the world, from presidents to billionaires, for an annual retreat. The rituals performed there are rumored to be strange, to say the least, and what's discussed behind closed doors is a topic of endless conspiracy. Few journalists have infiltrated the grove, and fewer have lived to tell the tale, figuratively. Of course, these places, whether steeped in conspiracy, danger, or untouchable beauty, remind us that some mysteries are meant to stay unsolved. While we may never set foot in these forbidden zones, the allure of the unknown keeps their secrets alive in our imaginations. Maybe, in the end, the thrill of the untouchable is the greatest adventure.